Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday morning. It's 70 degrees and beautiful. I'm out here messing with the motor for Ray, and the latest Project Ray video dropped Friday night, and the video is doing great. There's a lot of views and there's a lot of interaction in the comments, and I'm pumped about that. The thing that I am gonna apologize for right off the bat is not putting more information out about the budget right off the bat. I hit you guys with a ton of badass parts stacked up here in front of this truck, and the way that that appeared that I didn't think about was, dude, I can't afford all that stuff. And what I should have done is introduced one product at a time in each video series, and it needed to address an issue that you're gonna run into in building some type of motorsport vehicle. So while that was probably not the best way to do that, I'm here to try to give you a little bit of information before we get too much deeper. Building any type of competition vehicle is expensive. The tires and the fuel alone are expensive. And like looking at this right now, seeing like an expensive fuel tank or a rear end, a 9-inch, like that looks like it's expensive. But what's more expensive is redundant spending. And I did mention that a little bit. And there was a couple comments even like, hey, builders don't understand what a normal guy can really afford. Or like, hey, I can't relate to this. Well, you're right, you probably can't relate to this, and it may be because you've never built like a motorsports-based vehicle or a vehicle that is intended for some type of competition use. What I'm trying to do is give you information on what the issue you're gonna run into, and like how to fix that for the most affordable way, like right off the bat. So that 9-inch housing, a 9-inch housing is pretty inexpensive, but you do need a floater kit, and the floater kit is the thing that you're gonna learn about why you need it. You can't go out and spend all the money on Wilwood rear brakes and a diff and gear set for a 10-bolt and then have pad knockback and be like, oh dude, I spent all that money on that rear brake kit that I can't even use on a floater. And a floater, you're gonna be so frustrated. And we see that with dudes in autocross trucks. Every year, a new guy comes out, he does a bunch of events, and he's like, dude, I got no brakes, you know, like, what's the problem? And we have to educate, you know, like, this is the problem, this is where it's coming from, and this is how you fix it. And they're like, oh, like, I'm gonna have to buy brakes again. I'm gonna have to buy this again. And that's what I'm trying to keep you guys from. So hang out with me a little bit, because you're gonna learn so much about the problems that will arise, and it would be a better YouTube series if I actually used all the stock stuff and we went out and we hit the issue and then addressed it, but I can't afford to do that. Like, there's no way that I can take this truck out, autocross it, break things, and then bring it back in here. There's too much time and there's too much invested in putting performance parts on a part that I'm not gonna be able to use in the future, and already knowing that is what's going to be valuable. I'm trying to pour that information out to you guys so you can see that. Just know that I'm here to like bring the info. I'm trying to help you guys build a competition vehicle that you're not going to have to do a bunch of redundant spending on. You're going to go out and have fun because you know how to set up geometry, you know all the issues that I've run into in the past, and you're not going to have to do redundant spending. So please bear with me, as some of the parts cost something, but running into problems that costs more, and I'm here to show you more, dudes. Thanks.